Yes.
Okay, very good.
Which is he has a safety strap on now, correct?
What else do you need, Michelle? How are you going to do this?
I'm going to use the draw sheet to tuck the arms.
Okay. Let's put one arm on an arm board.
Okay, then my arm board is way up there.
Positioning is a part of this?
Reach that? Yeah. Positioning is a part of all of it.
Part of prepping.
Yeah.
It is a part of the prepping.
Absolutely. That's perfect. So if you've not been in here to put that arm board on, you probably need to do that.
With it every time.
I
can't.
Well, or a strap. The little white and
I
blue
fight with
thing.
that arm board every time. I try to put it on there. It's
Something to strap his arms to the board.
it's hard.
Okay, I guess we'll do this side.
Miss Walker, you're not going to be here on the day to help Michelle do that.
Who's helping her hold up her linen so she can find her?
Back off, Miss Walker. Back off. That's her business. She'll have to figure that out. They've been shown that.
Can you tell us which arm you want to put on that, Jess?
Depending on what your procedure is, you'll tell me.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. Alright. But I would have to put this under him. Where's my pad? There's my pad. This would actually be too thick a pad for him. It would pronate his arm. I would use the thinner pad. That's okay. It is.
Let's just go with that one.
Okay, so I'd use the thinner pad because it really is pumping up there. And this would go over. I don't really know how to use this particular one. Just pretend?
Just go on. Yeah.
Okay, just go under.
Okay. I see what you're doing. Okay. That's fine.
Okay, and now I'm going to tap the second arm. Let me ask a question at this point. Would you
Sure.
expose?
We're discussing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you expose him before tucking, or can you tuck and then expose?
I tuck first.
Okay. All right. I know I want his thumb up. He's a little uncooperative.
He's unresponsive too.
He is which is why I have to be careful with him. He can't tell me when I'm hurting him.
Okay, the part Michelle is doing right now is very critical for contamination purposes.
Not just that, I didn't want him to land wrinkles all day. Well, pressure ulcers.
It's thoughtful.
No? Okay, that's pretty good. Okay? All right, so at this point, start be secure, he's secure. I don't have anything else. At this point, I would expose him.
I wouldn't expose him just yet.
You would open your field first? I'm always so back and forth on that. Okay, so expose our... Oh, what am I,
What
kind
would
of-
you like to do today?
I haven't done anything besides a lap, so let's do an inguinal, right inguinal hernia.
Inguinal
Yeah, I
hernia.
know.
Right.
Okay, I have to be aware of that being there. And that here. I have my gloves and my solutions. Okay. I have a skin prep tray. And check integrity and sterility.
Okay, Michelle's
I just
hand
did
just
it right
touched
there.
that. Mhm.
So I'd ask for a new tray.
Over there.
Or, actually, I touched the drapes. Could I just replace the drapes, or the whole tray's gotta go?
What do you think?
I would play it safe. When in doubt, throw it out.
Guys, may I remind you, you need to be careful how you handle those little blue grabbers too, because
I know it's
you,
awfully
like,
close here.
maul all over them when you pick them up.
Got a sponge with you.
I do have a sponge
Just go
with
ahead
it.
and set it down and then come back and get your sponge up.
When you maul all over the end of them, that's gonna be
You don't
touching the sterile
need
stuff.
that one, you already have 5.
Okay.
No,
But
that-
also I
that
could
was-
just
that was
Knows
one
the
we-
pain.
glove
That was a
and fix that,
Sure.
right? Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so I don't need this anymore. I would trash it.
Okay.
I'm gonna do my scrub first. I'm checking my integrity and sterility and expiration.
Okay, you wanna expose your patient first before you put your gloves on.
Of course, thank you.
Do you want to do it?
Okay, just.
I've set myself up badly though, right?
I don't think so. I
Well,
don't think
it's
you
way
have.
on my side. Okay, I guess there's nothing you can do.
You just have to be aware of your boundaries, that's all.
This isn't like when gowning and gloving, like, because that would be considered
So
skin prep,
hungry.
right?
Oh, what'd you say?
Well, so this is, I mean, that's a field, but
It
this
did
is
earlier.
different than, say, gowning and gloving, because if she was turning that much and getting gloving, that would be turning her back, right?
Yours is too. So they all say.
You don't wanna put your back to your field at any time. There are gonna be instances when you'll have to do it. If you position your furniture correctly, you don't have to turn your back. It can be to your side, you can still see it. You just have to be able to see it.
So this would be okay.
That's okay.
Okay.
To me, it's a little far, but I'll show you something when you're done. Okay, you can't step back, Michelle. Just
Cannot?
stay. Well, look how close you are to that.
Oh, understood.
So you can step back, but you don't need to be a big step. Don't take your hand down either.
Not that, okay. And it's too high up, all right. And we're ready to go. Thank you.
Just put it in there. Don't try to tuck it in nicely. Slip it in and be out. Okay, be careful when you walk around your table. Michelle's shirt just hit this part. Yeah.
Oh, I can take these out.
I just want to look how the arms looked.
Michelle, your hands are really close to your shirt, honey. You just need to stay, yeah.
And I
Words
hit.
of prayer there out in front or something, keep them together so you don't.
Well, there's
No, the
touching your shirt.
yeah.
That I see.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah. What is it?
Okay, and just hold this hand out just like this. The whole time you prep, hold this hand out just like that.
Okay.
Is she gonna start with the umbilicus?
I was hoping so, but
Okay.
We're doing
Belly button.
Yeah, well,
dirtiest part first in this particular case.
Just sequence, guys. That's all it is. Sequence.
just throw it right here, Michelle, on that side.
Because I didn't brought it back.
Okay, Michelle?
I touched.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done with that one.
Mm-hmm.
So I should have exposed him farther. Her, forgive me.
to her.
Today.
It's a her today.
Today, she.
Obviously, you've not done well, Miss Walker.
Remediation on one parts and your parts.
Let's start from kindergarten.
Am I still gonna go all the way up to nipple line?
You are. What are we doing? I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay, you
Touch.
touched over here, so you're gonna throw it out.
Okay.
And so, guys, it's a good thing that when you're doing this, that you actually can
Come
look
up and
over,
over.
so you can see. And when you're prepping, don't prep this way, but prep up. That way, Michelle's glove, every time she's coming by, is getting very close. But if she does that, she's out of the way. Stop right where you are, Michelle. I want you to look at your left arm. Continue, please. Move, Marley. Did she just touch again?
Did I?
I didn't see it.
I didn't think. I
I don't
didn't
think she did.
Okay, raise that arm up again. Not that one, but this one. There you
there.
go. Keep letting it drop.
There you go. Yeah. Stomach's growling. I didn't hear it.
Touch?
Yep.
So in the OR, I'm alone. I think I've touched. I just assume I did.
Yeah. Thank you.
When I say alone, I mean your guys are not all there.
Oh,
What did
To
she
tell me.
touch?
she's touching
The
the
drape
drape.
on the
The
other
drape.
side. And I'm having a little trouble knowing that.
How many times can you do that?
Touch the drape.
Yeah, grab a new sponge. Like,
You only have 5 sponges.
What if you never make it up to your
Yeah.
part?
You need to open up another prep kit.
I'm talking return demos.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to know when you touch and you got to correct it. So that means you got 5 sponges. You touch one time, then the second time you ought to be a little bit smarter to know.
A little bit of height, like, would it be better to
Get
stand
your,
on a stove?
if that's your choice, that's your option. That's your option.
I'll be using one.
Okay, so I have an extra one, right? So I'm gonna do it, because I got
You're
it.
gonna have to look over a little bit, or else, I mean, you wouldn't know.
So it is okay to lean over to kind of look. I mean, it's not like you can't. Okay.
See how she's doing? Exactly like that.
Keep getting caught on that.
So
Wait, that was a.
if we had an obese patient, I heard Ms. Walker, if we had an obese patient, we could walk around the other side too.
You'll probably have to. You'll probably have to. You won't be able to see it or get
So
it.
you would pick your sponge up and,
Nope, when you get a new one, you come over.
oh, okay, okay.
When you get a new one, you come over and
Come
start
on.
on this side.
Okay.
So would you do like
Half
Okay.
and half?
split it then? You probably could, yeah, you probably would.
Yes.
I've seen 2 kids use before.
Really?
I've seen 2.
Yeah.
Your classmates are shouting at you.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, touch the drape because you can, Michelle. Touch it. Don't be
Oh,
afraid
I'm
to
allowed
touch
to
it.
touch it.
Yeah, come back away from the table.
Yeah.
You don't want it to dangle and hit anything. So open it wide, come up high. Watch your fingers below. Okay. Right.
Is it okay if those 2 drapes touch each other?
Yeah. Because the way you're going to pull them off is not going to make a difference whether they touch or not. Peel. Okay. Come off.
Is that
Your
okay?
whole body side is just rubbing all up against that. I'll show you where to place it in just a minute.
Should she have prepped on the other side of the armboard? That way that she has all of this area set inside.
Yeah.
Probably would have been
That's
smart.
smart.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, you can still do it from that side. It's no big deal.
There's just better ways of doing it.
See, so we don't have a prep table, do we?
Closest we have to one is that little gray one.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, you know.
A question. When could she or are they allowed to prep from any flat surface? I know that they're not. Could she have used the top of the building?
Absolutely.
Because that's what I would have done.
Absolutely. That's yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You could use the top of that. Some people don't think it's enough room. That's why we teach you on the Mayo stand. You could use. There's a little gray table out there somewhere.
Is
That's
it
about the
that one?
closest we have to a
Is it
prep.
that one? Oh.
It's a little small one. It's a little side table. You know.
I wouldn't prep on the bed.
I'm still in.
No, she would have on the bovie, on top of the bovie.
The patient's not gonna dry.
And Mayo's not a Mayo at that
And that.
point. I don't know. Good question.
Because if you wear it well, because you could break it in. So the drape, so that
It wouldn't be great. It would only have the.
I know they have the little corner, so they wouldn't.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
Yep.
Tight.
Well, now I don't have to worry.
Okay, before you have your questions, Ms. Walker, show me how you would have, where you would have set your furniture. I'm gonna do something
Actually,
a little
we were
bit different that I don't normally do, but just because I'm gonna let Ms. Puff show you where she would have prepped.
I might have pulled it, if I was
Okay.
using a man, I might have pulled it across.
So that's what
as
we
a
were.
man.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking.
That's what I was
That's
thinking
what I
too.
was thinking.
Couldn't you bring
Your
it
flaps.
up?
You had it higher?
Yeah, that would have been, you mean the points of the white top?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter, it's on something that, this isn't draped yet, right?
You want
Is what you're saying?
So if you'd have had that.
Yeah, why would that have been a problem? Why would this have been a problem?
Because
Not
when we do,
supposed
when we
to.
do
It's-
that, I mean, we open it on that thing that's unsterile.
Yeah.
That's totally different. That is your drape. Here, your drape should not flat touch anything, even the back side of it.
Okay.
That's what the book said. So if you had it higher, that would
Yeah,
work.
up higher,
Okay.
that would work.
What
Also,
else?
we talked about, I probably would have prepped from
On
this
this
side.
side.
Yeah.
You
I
can
need
still
to
start,
trapped.
yeah, exactly, that was very
You're right.
encumbering
It's
for
my
you.
bad for-
I probably would have started here. I still would have had the issue of
Trying to
making
see the
sure
side.
I got down low enough here, but Michelle kind of conquered that with her rolling up on her toes as she came around. And I'm a right-handed person, so I may even have put my prep stand right here where Yessie is and prepped, like this direction right here. I still would have had plenty of room to be away, say if this was my prep stand, I still have plenty of room to avoid, much better than every time I walked around, I came in contact with my prep set. So that was just one thought that came to mind for me.
Ms. Huff, where would you have prepped from?
I would have prepped from here. Which obviously, those are down, but this is sterile, and this is where I would, so they wouldn't be hanging off, of any
Do you have
top
enough room to
mistake.
put like gates and stuff on the side that's
She actually, she does, if you take.
Once your sterile gloves are on, you could, say move your prep over a little bit and put your drapes right there. Or we have that other gray table that's a little bit bigger.
Did you see it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's
over in the
up
far
the prep
corner.
table.
So, but this is where I would have prepped from. But I have a hard time, I've always prepped from the left side of the patient. I have a hard time prepping from the right side, so.
I have a question. Okay, so if you did like this and it touched like the back cord here, how is that okay? But if you did that and it
that's
touched
what I was at.
the blanket,
We said to raise it up, Malia, just to give you something.
I know, but I'm
No,
saying
she's saying
this
this is
here and it
unsterile.
touches the cord, like right here it is. Then
Okay.
is that
All she's
bad
saying is
too?
this is the same as this,
That's why we said raise this up so it wouldn't touch.
but this is touching though.
But it's,
Here.
But we said with this up, it wouldn't be touching.
But it's
They're talking
okay
about
for it's touching here though. It's okay for this to
Oh,
touch
God, I'm
here.
sorry.
My brain was-
Okay.
It's okay that it's touching here. Why is it not okay?
Because
that it touches?
that is hanging below table level.
So it's already
Does that make sense?
contaminated.
It's below table level, so it's down here. If I had this up and it's hanging below, it's not touching.
and the only part that you need to be sterile is your top portion.
Tabletop.
Those corners hanging down like
But you
that.
can't have it draped this way. You'd be in question, Jesse, if something was on your edge hanging here.
The blue drape that's up there is the
Malia,
drape
pick
that
that
goes
up
over
for me.
patient. No, that's not gonna be there. Yeah, that's not gonna
You'd be in question if it's lower and it's here then we have something like that, then we can't go for that, because that's below. But if you had it and it's we don't have questions on that.
So that would be okay.
If it was here, it would more than likely fall off and I wouldn't use it.
This is a dumb question because I know what the answer is, but okay, so you know how the cord was touching this part, or say over there when it was laying down, but
This back cord.
back
Oh, okay.
So but you guys said that anything, you just don't want to worry about what's on top. But when we walk by and we touch that, we contaminate it.
You shouldn't touch it. But the
Yeah,
cord is
but
touching.
the cord is touching it. That's, yeah.
Yeah.
I just had to say it. I just
that's fine. What I would say is follow your basic rules.
Yeah.
Tabletop level is sterile. If you can create an environment where you're not walking and touching your drapes, you're not supposed to touch anything around it.
Yeah.
You're just not. Now, this side is not. That side is not sterile. We've obviously put our hands there, but the rule is to not touch your drapes. Don't rub up against your drapes. Don't put your drapes anywhere that they can touch them. That's the basic. All right, true question.
That was
Where would you put your prep table?
Yeah, I was gonna say, now it's your turn.
Right here. I'd prep right here. It wouldn't be this tall, but mine would be right.
It'd be right.
I would, and I could lean up against here. I probably would have my arm extended just a little bit here, and I can get right in here.
Okay.
Do we have
That would be your prep table. That was a little thin.
Okay.
This is more ideal. Bovies now don't look that way. So then now that gives you more room. You've got all this side, you've got all that side, everything's there.
I like that level better.
This will be an option you can use if you want to.
I need
That
to
was
get
just
past
my-
the idea of where the table is kind of where I keep
Yeah.
it instead of. I do that. I walk into a room, the mail's on this side of the bed. It never occurs to me that I can do anything I want to do in this room.
It's your room.
I know, right? I
You keep
get
your
past
furniture
that.
the same way at home? Your
Yes.
sofa's in the same place? Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Around?
Not really. I'm not one of those girls. No.
Oh.
I have a question. Once it's opened, are they allowed to grab the corners and?
Readjust, no.
No.
Okay.
Just curious.
Do we have to have one arm tucked and one arm on an arm board, or can we have them both tucked or both on an arm board? It doesn't matter. As long as they're positioned.
You can do, yeah.
I would have one on the armboard.
It's harder than
I
you
don't know,
think.
because I did. I
It's
felt
harder than
trapped.
you think.
But you have
But
more
that's the way
chances
it's
of
gonna be.
contaminating when it's
Right.
like
It's
that.
gonna
Unless you
be.
put it
Yeah.
inside.
I tried it
Yeah,
Miss
I would
Walker,
Walker.
And then
talk.
prep from there.
Having it down here on your right side is how most people do it, whether it's up there on the right or down here on the right. Up there, you don't have to worry as you walk around that you're going to bump it, like here, or that you're going to, come in contact with your sterile field. So that's the main thing that you need to be conscious of when you're tucking that towel on the other side is the motion around this to try to get around it.
Questions, keep talking.
So would the ideal thing be to, because I was thinking I would tuck both arms, but
Yeah.
it would obviously be easier if this arm wasn't tucked, if I was on that side, so I didn't have to worry about
What determines if the arm, which arm is tucked?
the
So-
IV.
Where the IB is. Also, where the C arm's going to come in on a gallbladder, right? You have to tuck the arm on this side. The C arm is coming in. Where's your gallbladder on this patient? Yeah. So we know that the C arm has to come in this time. We know that that arm has to be tucked. Exactly, which makes life much easier because with that arm tucked, you're here and you walk around. You've got a lot more room as compared. See how much room Miss Easton has over there compared with how Michelle was here. So.
So we have to know when we come in and we pull a thing. Okay.
The only one
C
you need to worry
arm's gonna
about
be
is
coming
the
in, and I need to.
Yeah, the only one you need to worry about is your cholecystectomy.
Okay.
Lap cholecystectomy or opened, because they could do a cholangiogram for either one of them.
Okay.
Okay. Good question.
Here, one step prep.
Yeah, that's,
Hallelujah.
Here's what it is.
Let me hear an amen.
One step prep. All of that, this is what you're going to see in the OR. She's going to activate this. She's going to do this, go there, and then all she does is this. She's done.
Oh,
there's no drapes, anything.
No drapes.
wow.
Wow.
This is it.
I said we test it off with that one.
They are staining. That's it. So this is what you see in the OR now. That's all you see.
And that just
On-
never
that's
lifts
it.
off like a
That
paintbrush.
comes in your basin, right?
Does it do
You
what?
just never lift it off just like a paintbrush.
Okay, I was gonna say, I think that's-
Activated.
Packs. And there's
Door prep or what's the other one? Door prep.
Floor prep. Floor
You just sit it on top.
Yep, there's a little vial in there. When she pushes, it breaks on the inside. The
Wet your applicators here.
medication.
Clean. And just go around.
do
That's it. That's what they do. That's what you see. That's what you will see.
And you open it
I think plastic still, I know Atwood still does
And probably
the prep.
trauma, dirty trauma.
Yeah, then you'll get a sloppy prep. But other chlor prep every day, that's what you're
do
going to see.
the hospitals or like regional that does the total joints, do they use chloroprep time? Do they use them? Do they use 1 or 3?
Okay,
Okay.
so when
They
you,
may use one, but I've been in a couple where I've seen
Okay.
one, and I thought,
We use 3.
okay.
Well, we would put a towel under the leg and then a towel on the leg and put a whole bottle of alcohol, clean the leg,
Okay.
and then use 3.
Okay.
okay,
So I was
so
just curious.
how do you open that to your, so you're gonna open it like it were a kit
Are you gloved?
and then get your gloves?
I can open it, and then I put my gloves on.
Okay.
Okay. And then grab it out.
And you'll see people not even put gloves on.
You'll see people don't even put gloves on.
Okay.
Because you're not coming in contact
Yeah,
with the
true.
skin. I mean, your hands over it, it's a better technique to wear steel gloves, but, in reality, you're not touching the skin, so.